Good morning, everyone. In the last session, we discussed about load balancing. What is the meaning of load balancing? If we run our application in one server, then it cannot handle that load. In order to distribute that load, we are creating multiple servers and we are deploying our application in those servers. Suppose if you run your application in one server, then that server cannot handle that load. That's why I'm going to create three servers for my application: server 1, server 2, and server 3. Server 1, server 2, and server 3. When the application running in three servers, we are going to set up one load balancer. We are going to set up one load balancer. All these servers are connected to this load balancer. All these servers are connected to this load balancer. LBR concept. Now, for our LBR, DNS will be available in order to access this load balancer. Whenever request comes to the load balancer is distributing the request to those servers by using round robin technique. LBR distributing the request to these servers by using round robin technique. Good, that we understood. So this load balancing technique will work out when we go for monolith application. Monolith application load balancing. Monolith application load balancing we are doing. Now here, whenever we are deploying the monolith application, only one project will be available. That project will contain one war file. That war file we are deploying in the server. Complete war file will be deployed in the server 1, server 2, server 3. Same war file, same code will be deployed to three servers. These three servers are connected to this load balancer. Whenever people are accessing our application, that request will come to load balancer. Request 1, request 2, request 3, like that multiple requests can come to the load balancer. Load balancer will distribute the request to these servers. Now, all these servers are called as one target group. All these servers are called as one target group. Okay, that's fine. But now we are developing our application by using microservices. Let's go to example of makemytrip.com. Guys, can you see in the Make My Trip, we are having flights, hotels, trains, buses, cabs, like that. There are several functionalities are available in Make My Trip. Do you think that Make My Trip developed this application by using monolith architecture, everything in one project? Flights booking, hotels booking, trains booking, buses booking, cabs booking, forex, charter flights. Do you think that all these functionalities implemented using one project as a monolith application?
No,
No,
sir.
no. Definitely they might have used microservices architecture to develop this application. For flights, they will have one REST API. For hotels, they will have one REST API. For trains, one REST API. For buses, one REST API. For cabs, one REST API. So this project is getting developed by using microservices architecture. Monolith means everything will be available in one project. But nowadays, monolith is outdated in the market. People are going for microservices architecture. Now, here, flights, one API. Flights is one project here. Hotels is one project. Trains is one project. Buses is one project. Okay, now, when flights we developed as one project, this is flights application. This is flights application. This is hotels application. This is trains application. So here, one project is available, multiple projects are available. One project is available or multiple projects available? Multiple
Multiple.
projects are available. This is for flights booking. This is for hotels booking. This is for trains booking. Okay, multiple projects are available. Now, can we connect all these projects to one load balancer? Is it good approach now? Flights when a project is available. Flights project I will run in one server. Hotels project I will run in one server. Trains project I will run in one server. If I run the flights project in one server, then what is the problem? If I run flights project in one server, what is the problem?
Again, the load will increase.
Load will increase, right? Because yeah, so many people are using the flights booking functionality. Load will increase on the flights. So many people are booking the hotels from the Make My Trip. Load will increase. So many people are booking the train tickets for the train ticket booking they are doing. So load will increase on the trains. So here earlier, when you go for Monolith, how many projects available? Earlier, when you go for Monolith, how many projects available? Only one project. Entire functionality available in one project. Then that one project we deployed into 3 servers. But today, when our project is following the microservices architecture, how many projects are available? You may have seen. Now let us take example of our IHIS. So IHIS project we implemented using monolith architecture, or we implemented using microservices architecture? Microservice architecture. Case worker API available, admin API available, DC API available, ED API available, CO API available, reports API available. We implemented 8 microservices for our project. 7 microservices or 8 microservices we implemented for our project. 8 microservices means, can I say they are 8 projects? Yes or no?
Yes.
8 projects are available. Now, similarly, in the Make My Trip, there are several functionalities are available. Hotels booking, flights booking, trains booking, like there are several functionalities are available. Now, here, if I run the flights in one server, then it's not possible because load can increase on the flights. Can I run the flights in one server and can I connect that server to my load balancer here? If I do like this, what is the problem? If I do like this, what is the problem? Flights is running in only one server. Flights running in only one server. It will increase the load. It will increase the load. Now here, flights is one application. Flights application, we should run in multiple servers. Flights application, we should run inside multiple servers. Hotels application should run in multiple servers. Flights is one application. Flights should run in multiple servers. Hotels is one application. Hotels should run in multiple servers. Hotels application should run, hotel API should run in multiple servers. Trains application should run in multiple servers. Are you guys getting my point now? Here I'm going to take server 1 and server 2. In server 1 and server 2, which application is running now? Flights. In the server 1 and server 2, which application is going to run now? Flights application. Now here I'm going to take server 3 and server 4. In server 3 and server 4, which application is running now? Hotels application. Now here server 5 and server 6. In the server 5 and server 6, which application is running now? Trains application is running now. Server 5 and server 6. Server 5 and server 6. Earlier, we have only 3 servers. In 3 servers, we are running our monolith application. Whenever a request comes, this load balancer will forward the request to server 1, server 2, server 3 in round robin fashion. In round robin fashion, that is monolith application based load balancing. But today, I am doing the load balancing for microservice based application. I'm doing the load balancing for microservice based application. DNS will be available for that. Leave it here, DNS. Good. So now, in order to run my Make My Trip, assume that in the Make My Trip, 3 functionalities are available. Flights booking available, hotels booking available, trains booking is available. Flights is one project. Flights booking developed as one API, one REST API. It is one functionality that is developed as one project. Flights API, I am running in 2 servers. You can run in the 10 servers also, no problem. Server 1, server 2. Flights API running in server 1 and server 2. Hotels functionality developed as one API. Hotels project, hotels REST API, I am running in server 3 and server 4. Trains booking functionality developed as one REST API. Trains booking functionality is running in one project. That project is deployed in 2 servers, server 5 and server 6. Okay, so total how many servers are available now? 6 servers are available. When I go for a monolith, how many servers are available? Guys, please respond.
3 servers.
3 servers are available. In the monolith application, in 3 servers, same project is running or a different project is running. When you go for monolith, in the monolith on all the 3 servers, same project is running. Now today, in the microservices architecture, to implement the load balancing for the microservices, I have taken 6 servers. In the 6 servers, same project is running, or in the 6 servers, different projects are running.
Different project.
Now tell me, in which servers same project is running, in which servers different project is running in the microservices architecture. Come on, can you guys tell me that?
Yeah, S1, S2 having same project.
Excellent.
And
S3, S4, same
S3,
project.
S4 is having hotel, and S5 and 6
S5,
are having
S6, same project.
Right. S1, S2, 2 servers are having a same project called flights project. S3, S4, 2 servers are having a same project called hotels project. S5, S6 having same project called trains project. Are you guys clear with this? Now, so the servers which contains the same project, I will bundle them as one target group. Are you guys clear with this? Now, flights server target group. Here, I'm going to take it as flights target group. Flights target group. So S1, S2 servers are called as flights target group. Okay. S3, S4 servers are called as hotels target group. What is a target group, guys? What is a target group?
Collection of
Collection of servers which are having our same application. The servers which contains the same application will be packaged as one target group. So now, yesterday for monolith application, how many target groups are available yesterday? Yesterday, how many target groups are available? Yesterday we have only one target group. Okay, but today we have one target group, or we have 3 target groups.
3 target.
3 target groups. One target group belongs to flights application. One target group belongs to hotels application. Third target group belongs to trains application. Flights target group contain 2 servers. In the 2 servers only flights application running. Hotels target group contains 2 servers. In that hotels project is running. Hotels API. Trains target group contains 2 servers. In the 2 servers trains application running. Are you guys clear? One target group contains set of servers. One target group servers contains the same application. S1, S2 servers are belongs to flights target group. In those 2 servers, I will deploy flights API. S3, S4 servers are belongs to hotels target group. I will deploy hotels API in S3, S4 target group. S5, S6 servers are belongs to trains target group. I will deploy trains API in S5, S6 servers. Okay. Now, when you go for monolith, here, how the requests are distributed to 3 servers, guys? In our yesterday session, load balancer is available. Customers are sending a request to the load balancer. How the requests are distributed to 3 servers in the monolith application? Round robin method. Now, today, for this load balancing, can we go with the round robin? First request go to first server, second request go to second server, third request go to third server, fourth request go to fourth server, fifth request should go to fifth server. No,
we can't follow that.
Why?
Because suppose hotels request coming and that is gone to the train, then it will be an issue.
if a person is trying to book a flight ticket booking request should go to flights target group.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
a person is trying to book hotels, so hotels request should go to hotels target group. If a person is booking a train ticket, that request should go to trains target group. Are you guys getting my point here?
Yes. Yes.
In this load balancer, we need to use routing. What is the concept we need to implement now?
Routing.
Routing. So here, path-based routing we are going to do. Now observe here, guys. Observe the URL pattern in the Make My Trip. When I click on flights, can you see the URL added with the flights? URL changed by adding to the flights now.
Yes.
Is there any change in the URL pattern when I click on flights?
No.
Yes.
First example, first go to Make My Trip. See this Make My Trip application. Now, currently domain name is displaying. Okay. Now here I'm selecting the from address as a Delhi, to address as Mumbai. I'm selecting some date. I'm clicking on set. Can you see any change in the URL pattern?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, by default it went to flight.
So
Okay.
here, can you see flight is added to the URL?
Yes.
Can you see flight is displaying in the URL? Okay,
Yeah.
note down that.
Yes.
Now, let me go to hotels. Let me go to hotels. Check in the, I want to go for Goa next month. I want to search hotels availability in the Goa. Right. Now, children, no children, 2 adults. Right. Now click on search. When I search for hotels, can you see in the URL, hotels are displaying? Guys,
Yes.
Yes.
can you see hotel is displaying in the URL?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When I search for the flights, the word flight is displayed in the URL. When I search for the word hotel is displayed in the URL.
URL.
Now, let me go to trains. Let me click on trains. Now, Delhi to Kanpur, search. Can you see railways displayed here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, can you see any pattern that they are following?
Yes.
When user click on flights search, in the URL they are adding flights. When user search for hotels, they are adding hotels in the URL. When user search for trains, they are adding railways in the URL. Why they are adding, you know? The Make My Trip application is routing the request based on this URL pattern. If a URL contains railways, then that request will be routed to trains target group. If the URL contains hotels, the request will go to hotels target group. If the URL contains flights, the request will go to flights target
Flights
group.
target.
Are you guys able to understand now?
Yes.
Yes. So that is
Yes,
what.
sir.
So yesterday we just created a load balancer for Monolith application. 3 servers are available. In 3 servers, the same application is running. The request which comes to the load balancer will go to particular server and it is going to follow round robin technique. But today, before round robin, there is a concept called routing. If a request comes to the flights set, then that request should go to flights target group. In the flights target group, how many servers are available? 2 servers are available. Can we have more than 2 servers also in the flights target group? Yes.
Yes, we can.
Now, first in the load balancer, first routing should be executed, then round robin should be executed. When a person searching for a flight based on the URL, I will identify this request should go to which target group. If the flights available in the URL, I will route the request to the flights target group. In the flights target group, 2 servers are available. Which server should process the request? Now, after identifying the target group, then it will follow round robin technique. Are you guys getting my point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So now I want to create a load balancing for microservice based application like this in the AWS. So for flights, I will take 1 target group. In that, I will take 2 servers. For hotels, I will take 2 servers. I will keep them in 1 target group. For trains, I will take 1 target group. I will keep 2 servers in that. Now I will create a load balancer. In the load balancer, I will tell the routing. I will configure the routing. If a request comes with the flights in the URL, it should go to flights target group. In the flights target group, 2 servers are available. 2 servers should process the request in the round robin fashion. If a request comes to the hotel booking, That
Ashok.
should go to hotels target group. In the hotels target group, the request should be processed by using round robin fashion. Are you guys able to understand the difference between monolith application load balancing and microservice based load balancing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sharif, can you tell me what is the difference you observed between monolith application load balancing and microservices application load balancing? Come on.
Yeah, in monolith based application, there we have only one target group
Yes,
because we have only one application.
right,
But as compared to microservices, we have multiple applications. So what we have to do, we have to put same kind of application in multiple servers, and that too in same target group.
right.
Okay, this is the architecture.
Right. So when we are going for this microservices architecture, guys, when we are going for this microservices architecture, target groups should be multiple. For every REST API, one target group will be created. For every REST API, one target group will be created. Are you guys clear with my point? Good. Now, guys, I'm going to take the example of flights and hotels. That is sufficient. If you want, you can practice with the 3 target groups also. I'm going to take the 2 target groups in order to set up this process. Now, what is the process that we need to follow? I have prepared the notes also for this. If you follow these notes, then you can set up the load balancing for microservice based application. Here, I'm going to create one EC2 instance for hotel. I'm going to call it as a hotel server 1. Then I'm going to execute this script for that. It is going to launch a website, hotel server 1. Then I'm going to create another EC2 instance with this. This will, I name it as server 2, hotel server 2. In this, I will keep it as a hotel server 2. Then create a hotel servers target group with about 2 instances. I'm creating one instance for hotel server 1, second instance for hotel server 2. With this hotel server 1 and server 2, I'm going to create a hotel servers target group. Then I'm going to create third EC2 instance. I'm going to name it as flight server 1. It is going to represent as flight server 1. It will display message as flight server 1. And I will create a fourth EC2 instance. I will name it as flight server 2. Flight server 1, flight server 2, I will keep in one target group. That is called flight server target group. So with this, hotel target group is ready, flights target group is ready. With this hotel target group and flights target group, I'm going to create a load balancer. When I am creating a load balancer, I need to select one target group. First, I will select the hotels or target group. Then in the load balancer, to route the request based on the routing, I'm going to configure the router in the load balancer. Once the routing is configured in that, then we can access that load balancer by using DNS. So when you send a request with the hotel, it will go to hotels target group. When you send a request with the flights, it will go to flights target group. Good. Now here, guys, if you observe, creating 4 EC2 instances, connecting to 4 instances, installing this HTTP package is a time-taking process or not? We already using mobile extrom. Why we are using mobile extrom? We are launching a EC2 instance. We are launching EC2 instance. We are connecting to the EC2 instance by using mobile extrom, and we are installing HTTP package here. Yesterday we have done that. Connecting to the machine, installing the package, adding index.html, then starting a service. So connecting to that machine, installing these queries is time-taking process. If it is one machine, we can do it. But today, how many machines we need to launch? Guys, could you please respond? How many machines we need to demonstrate microservice based application? 4 machines. Launching 4 machines, connecting to each machine, executing the query will take a time or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a time taking process or not? Yes. So here, in order to save the time, in the AWS, there is one concept called user data. Whenever you are launching your EC2 instance, you can give this script. This is a script I am going to provide for the instance as user data. When the instance launched for first time, this user data script will be installed. So that means you no need to open mobile extra, you no need to connect to the instance manually, because whenever I am creating the instance, I'm going to give this script as user data. That means when the instance is started, this script will be executed only for first time, guys. Remember, if you stop and start the server, script will not be executed. So user data concept available, which is used to execute the script which you have provided only for first time. Okay, now let's observe. Launch instance. I'm going to create a first instance, hotel server 1. I'm giving the name of this instance as hotel server 1. First server, Amazon Linux. I'm selecting instance type T2 micro, key pair. I'm going to select a key pair. We have a key pair, Linux key pair I'm selecting. Now, security group. Instead of creating a new security group, I can use my existing security group. There is a security group called Ashok IT security group. For all the instances, I'm going to use one security group. All the protocols which are required, I will enable in the single security group. Now, advanced details, IAM, host name, instance type, tenancy, kernel ID, meta accessible. Can you see user data? Can you see user data here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Specify user data to provide commands or a command script to run when you launch your instance. Okay, so whatever the script that you want to execute when you launch the instance, you can provide. I'm writing this. What is this commands? Super user, install HDDPD, go to this location, add this text in the index.html, then start the service. That's it. Now I'm keeping this as user data. That's it. How many instances? Only one instance. Security group, Ashok IT security group I have added. Launch instance. Now instance is getting started. Let's wait till the instance gets started. Hotel server 1, it is creating. It is taking some time to start. Let's wait, guys, to verify is it working or not. Meanwhile, let's go to security groups. There are so many security groups are available. Let me open the security group which I have created. Can you see this Ashok IT security group? Ashok IT security group I have used. What are the protocols enabled here? SSH protocol is enabled. HTTP protocol is enabled. So you can create one security group. You can use the same security group for all the 4 instances. Got it? Fine. Now go to this instance. EC2 instances. Can you see it is running now? Yep. Let's access public IP of this instance. Are you able to see hotel server 1? How this website is hosted? Am I connecting to that instance by using mobile extra? Am I adding that as a user data? I'm adding this as a user data. What is the meaning of user data? Script you can execute when you launch the instance for first time. So with this hotel server 1, for hotels API, one server is ready to handle the request. Now let me go and launch one more instance. Let me launch one more EC2 instance for hotels server 2. Launch instance. Instance name I'm giving as hotel server 2. Amazon Linux, T2 micro free tier, key pair. What is the key pair I'm using? Linux key pair. Security group. Do you want to create it or we can use it? Use the security group which is already available. Let me type my security group name, Ashok IT security group. In the advanced details, if you go to advanced details here, can you see user data? Yeah. Let's add this script which will display the website with hotel server 2. Let's copy this script, add it, launch instance. Now my second EC2 instance started, which is for hotel server 2, EC2. instances. Currently server 1 is running. Let's wait, give some time for that. It is going to start. Yep. Can you see server 2 also started? Now access the public IP of the server 2. Access the public IP of the server 2.
Is initializing it.
Yeah, it is still getting initialized. Yeah, can you see server 2 is coming as a response? Now guys, if you observe, there are two servers are available for hotel. Server 1, this is the IP of server 1. When I hit the first IP, message coming as server 1. When I hit second IP, second VM IP, then I'm getting the response as server 2. So with this, can I say two servers are available for hotels API? Two servers are available for hotels API. Then what should we do? Let's go and create one target group. Target group. What is a target group? What is a target group, guys?
Collection of servers.
Collection of servers. The servers which are running the same application can be created as one target group. Now, two steps completed. Created hotel server 1, created hotel server 2 by using user data. Now I'm going to target group. I'm creating one target group for two servers of hotels. Right. Create a target group. With the instances, I want to create the target group. Choose a target group as instances. Target group name I am giving as hotel servers target group. Hotel servers target group. 80 port number, HTTP1 protocol. Okay. Click on next. Add the instances. Which instances you want to keep in this target group? Select these two instances. Select these two instances. Now include as pending below. I have added these two instances. Create the target group. So with this, one target group is created. See the target group. How many targets are available in the target group? Two targets are available in the target group. Okay. Register targets. Register targets. So these two targets are registered now. Fine. Next, what is the next step? For hotels, two servers created, target group created. Now let's create the instances for flights also. This is the script to create flight server 1. This is the script to create the flight server 2. Okay, let me create two more instances for flights. Instances, launch instance. I'm creating one more instance. This one I'm keeping it as flights server 1, Amazon Linux. Just select a key pair. Sorry, Linux key pair is available. I'm selecting Linux key pair. Guys, if you observe, for multiple instances, I'm using same key pair and same security group. Advanced details, user data, add it. It will display message as flights server 1, launch instance. It is getting launched. Meanwhile, let's create one more instance, flights server 2.
Is it mandatory to use same?
You can
PPR
use different also, but we need same configuration now. Protocols are same, right? That's why I'm
Yeah.
using same. Flights server 2, Amazon Linux, T2 micro, key pair. I am having a key pair called Linux key pair. Security group. I'm using existing security group because for all the four instances, the same protocols I want to enable. Instead of creating different security groups, recommended to use one security group. Advanced details. This is the script. Just a message change, guys. Flight server 2. That's it. User data, flights server 2. Launch it. So with this total, 4 EC2 instances are ready. 2 EC2 instances are for hotel. 2 EC2 instances are for flights. Now, flights server 1 is ready. Let's wait for flights server 2 also. Right, good. Hotels server 1, hotels server 2. Flights server 1, flights server 2. Let's check flights server 1 is running or not. Take the public IP, go to this browser, enter. Are you getting the message as flights server 1? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now go to flights server 2, take this public IP, check it. Sorry. Are you getting flight server 2? So with this, four servers are running as expected or not?
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys, respond.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you clear
Yeah.
with flight server 1, server 2 also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now see here. For flights, we need to create a target group now. Let's go here. Choose option called target groups. Create one target group. With instances, I want to create the target group. Target group name I am giving as flights target group. Flights servers target group. Good. Now click on next. Select the instances. There are 4 instances are running. Do we need to keep all the 4 servers in the flights target group, or only flights servers should be part of the flights target group?
Only flights, sir.
Only the
Flight
flight
server.
Only flight servers. Hotel servers are part of hotels target group. Flight servers should be part of flights target group. Okay. Include them. Create the target group. Okay. So go to flights target group. In the flights target group, 2 targets are available. Now registered targets 2 out of 2. Already these 2 are registered. Okay. Register targets. These are registered. Fine. So with this, our target groups are ready. 2 target groups are ready. Hotels servers target group is ready. Flight server target group is ready. Currently, these target groups are attached to any load balancer. These target groups are not attached to any load balancer.
Not
Not
attached.
attached.
Not attached to any load balancer. Okay, now we need to attach to the load balancer. Go to load balancers concept. Create a load balancer. How many types of load balancers available in AWS? 4 types of load balancers available. Now I am going to choose application load balancer. Application load balancer supports path-based routing. When your application is having microservices based implementation, then it's recommended to use this application load balancer. It supports HTTP, HTTPS traffic, and it supports path-based routing. Now we need path-based routing. Click on create. Load balancer name. I'm giving the load balancer name as make my trip load balancer. Make my trip load balancer. Internet facing, people should be able to access the load balancer, so we need to give that as a internet facing. VPC, default VPC, select subnets, at least 2 subnets we have to select. I'm selecting 1A and 1B. Security group, default security group I am using here. 80 port number, enabling the port number as 80. Now here, this load balancer should forward the request to which target group? How many target groups are available? In our project, how many target groups available now? 2 target groups available. One is the flights target group, another one is the hotels target group. So what is this forward to? Whenever a request comes, by default, it should forward the request to which target group? That is the default action it has to perform. I'm setting the default as flights target group. Got my point? That means whenever you send a request to this load balancer, by default, it will forward the request to flights target group. In the flights target group, how many servers available? 2 servers are available. Which server will process that request now? Round robin. It is going to follow round robin. Okay. Now let's create the load balancer. Let's create the load balancer. It is provisioning. That means it is getting started. So once this load balancer started, then we can try to access. Can we see default security group? Is 80 port number enabled for this security group or not? Go to the security group. 80 port number is enabled or not? Yes, 80 port number is enabled for this security group. No problem. Let's wait. Can you guys tell me how to access this load balancer now? Do we have any IP for this, or we need to go with the DNS?
DNS. Name.
We need to go with the DNS. So let's access this DNS name. Once this load balancer state is active, then we can send the request to this DNS. So this load balancer forwarding the request to which target group by default? What is our
Flights.
configuration? Flights. Okay, let's test that first. Still, it is provisioning. That means it is getting prepared. It is getting created. Once the state change it to active, then we can hit this URL. Refresh. Yeah, guys, can you see the status? What is the state of the load balancer now? Active.
Active.
It is ready to access. Go to browser, access the load balancer. Request is sent to which server? Flights server 1. Refresh. Refresh. Request is going to which server now? Server 2. Refresh. Server 1. Refresh. Server 2. So is it following round robin technique or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it following round robin technique or not?
Yes.
Yes, it is following round robin technique. Okay, but what about hotels? Is it forwarding the request to hotels target group, or always it is forwarding the request to only flights target group?
Only flights.
Only flights. But what about the people who are booking the hotels? Their request should go to flights, their request should go to hotels target group,
Hotels.
hotels target group. That's where routing comes into picture. Now let's go to this load balancer. In this load balancer, can you see one tab called listeners? Guys, can you see a tab called listeners?
Yes.
Yeah, click on this listeners. Click on this listeners. View or edit rules. The default target group is a flights target group. When a request comes to this load balancer, by default, it is sending the request to this default target group as a flights target group. Now I want to change the rules of the load balancer. Go to target group. Go to this load balancer. In the load balancer, we have listeners. Go to listeners. Here there is a concept called view or edit rules. Click on edit. Click on edit. Now I want to add the rules. Click on plus symbol to add a rule. Click on insert rule. Add condition. Add condition. Query string. Key. I'm going to select type value flights. If a type is equal to flights, then I will say that forward to flights target group. Forwards to flights target group. Now save this rule. Save this rule. Whenever a request comes with the type is equal to flights, it should go to flights target group. Now add one more rule. Add condition query string. Key is a type. It is our query string. Type value I'm going to give as hotels. If the request type is hotels, then forward the request to hotels target group. Save this rule. Okay. Now how many rules I have configured? Total 2 rules. If a type is hotels, then that request should go to hotels target group. If a type is flights, it should go to flights target group. If nothing is available, by default, it should go to flights target group only. Okay, now go to our load balancer, send a request. By default, it is sending the request to which target group, guys?
Flight server.
Flight server. Now, do you know how to pass a query string? Type is equal to hotels. Type is equal to hotels. Now request is going to which server?
Yes. Hotel
Now
server.
can you see the request is going to hotel server now?
Yes.
If I give the type is equal to flights, if I give the type is equal to flights, check it.
Flight
The request
server.
is going to which server now?
Flight server.
Flight server. Now do you understand in the make my trip why they are adding that in the URL? When you search for the flights, Why the flights is adding in the URL? To
Yes, sir.
identify that request should go to which target group. Suppose if this key is not available in the URL, can they figure out the request is coming for which API in the backend? No.
No, sir.
So when you click on the hotels, when you search for the hotels, why they are adding the hotels in the URL? That means based on this URL only, the load balancer will understand to which target group this request should be forwarded. So when you go for microservices based application, this is how we are going to set up load balancing. Microservice nothing but a collection of APIs. Every API is one project. So that API will be deployed to multiple servers. Flights API deployed to 2 servers. Hotels API deployed to 2 servers. Flights servers are created as one target group. Hotels servers are created as one target group. And I have created the load balancer. All these servers as created as a target group. Flights target group added to load balancer. Hotels target group added to load balancer. In the load balancer, I configured routing. If the request URL contains flights, then forward the request to the flights target group. If request URL contains hotels, then forward the request to hotels target group. Are you guys able to understand? If the request type is equal to flights, it is going to flight server 1. If one more request comes to the flights, it is going to flight server 2. For example, if I give type is equal to hotels, then request is going to hotel server 1. One more request going to hotel server 2. Only round robin is available, or this routing plus round robin is available.
Plus round robin.
Routing plus round robin is available. Now, do you understand how Make My Trip application is running? Why the
Yes.
performance is good for the Make My Trip?
Yes.
Why the performance is good for the Make My Trip?
They are using load balancer.
This project is implemented by using microservices architecture. Every API having a load balancing. When you go for monolith, what will happen? Monolith means only one target group will be available. Entire project we are developing in single application. All the requirements we are developing in the single application. The single application will be deployed into multiple servers. All the servers will be configured as one target group. One target group will be configured to attach it to load balancer. Whenever a request comes to the load balancer will forward the request to these servers in the round robin fashion. But when it comes to the microservices, one application is available, collection of APIs are available.
Collection of APIs.
Collection of APIs are available. Collection of APIs are available. Every API will be deployed to multiple servers. In the monolith, complete application will be deployed to multiple servers. When it comes to the microservices architecture, every API will be deployed to multiple servers. Flights API deployed to multiple servers. Hotels API deployed to multiple servers. Trains API deployed to multiple servers. Guys, I hope you got the clarity how to implement load balancing for monolith architecture based application, how to set up load balancer for microservice based application. Load balancing, monolith application load balancing setup, microservice based application load balancing setup. Thank you.